Aloha, aloha. So this is an unexpected activation video. It's windy, so y'all know you're going to be hearing the wind in here. This is where I come to do my readings outside of my house into the driveway in this trailer to have a space of peace. But it's windy in here. So this is an unexpected activation video. It's a check-in video. We're still 5 days away from the third quarter moon and that third quarter activation. But as you know, sometimes moments just call for inspiration, extra inspiration, activation, and it doesn't really matter where you are or what time it is. All that matters is the feeling and the knowing in your being. So I keep hearing in the back of my head as I'm doing things throughout my day, I keep hearing, I need guidance, I need some guidance, I would love to have a card pulled. It doesn't feel like anything scary. This is like coming from the collective, you know, it could be friends, family, strangers. I don't know who you are that wanted this, but I keep hearing different voices. I keep feeling different energies pulling me to read these. So again, not like an alarming or emergency kind of an energy, but more so just people wanting the inspiration and archetypal offerings today. So I am honored to be a vessel for archetypal communication and happy to use these cards as a medium to bring those messages through to whomever it is that I'm feeling is wanting it right now. So thank you for tuning in, all that are wanting to receive this archetypal wisdom. Go ahead and empty yourself as much as you can, thoughts, emotions you're carrying, stories you're carrying, anything. Just let this be an excuse, at least for now, to put it down. You have nothing to carry with you into this reading. And then when you're in that space of emptiness, I'll meet you there. It's an emptiness, but in that emptiness is the togetherness, the eternal togetherness. So when you're ready, go ahead and connect to the deck however you desire. All right. What is today's energy? What's the energy behind, the driving energy behind our thoughts and our feelings today? And who is our ally? And by this I mean, what archetype wants to be revealed right now as the one that, when actualized, when we embody this archetype, brings us the greatest support and assistance in our current mission. Okay. So currently we're experiencing this energy, the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is all, so cups is the heart, it's emotions. The Three of Cups is about celebrating achievements of the heart. Or are we celebrating achievements that are not in full authentic alignment with our heart? So what that tells me is we should be looking in our lives right now for a few things. We should be looking to make sure that we're aligning our work with what we love, what is good for the heart, that we are investing our energies, all of them, into those things that are for the highest good of the one heart, of which we are all a part. So are we celebrating doing good things with good people? Are we surrounded with people who have been helping us stay on or get on a path that is for the highest good? If so, it's a time to really celebrate that and acknowledge that and take that deeper. If not, we're being given the opportunity right now to step into that goodness, to step into a righteous celebration, to step onto that virtuous path again that we know is always there, always waiting for us to redeem ourselves. So it's either we've been on that path and it's time to really acknowledge that, and in doing so, deepen that feeling of gratitude, manifesting miracles out of that feeling together with those ones that you love, with the ones that you've come this far with. Or is it time to really acknowledge how you can get on that path right here, right now, or in any moment? Is it time to surround yourself with new people? Have the people in your life been supporting that path or not? Have you been supporting others on that path or not? And this is outside of our opinion as to how we relate to each other. Like, it's not about how I desire this person to feel about me. In fact, it has nothing to do with me. In seeing their authentic path and truth, am I supporting that regardless of my expectations or worries or whatever that is? Can I see them as who they really are? And am I supporting their highest good, whether that involves being by my side physically or not, being by my side mentally or not? So it's really about this, making sure we're supporting others in their highest, and also making sure that we're surrounding ourselves with people who support that for us. And then when we make those choices from the heart, we find ourselves celebrating the fruits of that virtuous labor with the people who supported us along the way, with the people who we've supported along the way. So are we doing right? Are we doing good things? And who's our team? Those are the questions right now. That feels like a lot to sit with already. Then we have the Knight of Swords. This is the ally right now. This is the card that when we embody this wisdom, when we actualize it, it will help us along the way with where we're currently at with this mission right here. So the Knight of Swords is all about taking action upon our truth, moving with it, doing things with it, because our truth is always there. All things already exist in an alternate dimension. Our source is infinite. But what are we doing with the truth? How are we actualizing it? How are we bringing that truth into our relationships and into our lives? How are we allowing it to shape our relationships and our lives? Our relationship to self. Everything is relationship. So as we do this and we be honest with ourselves and we act on that truth, the highest truth, so hopefully we have aligned our individual will with that of the divine. We have aligned our vision of truth with that of the divine. And then when we begin to act on that truth, it leads the way. It guides us to get onto that virtuous path, to make right that which in our lives has not been a manifestation of that truth. It cuts the cords of that. It cuts those away and paves the way for the new. So then we're left with only those virtuous manifestations, positive manifestations, something to really truly celebrate with those that we love and who truly love us. Boom. That feels like a lot to sit with. So just keep following your truth. Act on it. Don't hide. Everything new that you learn that puts you more in alignment with your soul and your soul's truth, do something with that. Make changes with that. Be vulnerable. Sometimes it's hard to try to move from one world to a new where you're having to let go of serious manifestations in the form of relationship or things that were just a reflection of your inner state of not being fully aligned with your truth or not being able to express it even if it was already there. So that can be hard. Moving from that world and into the new, I see the Two of Pentacles. We're balancing in this material realm. But we'll never create the new if we're not willing to be vulnerable enough to do that. So it's time now, more than ever, in this here moment now, to act on that truth. Let truth be your sword, cutting away all of the very physical, real things that are not in alignment with your highest truth, letting go of them like it doesn't even matter, because it doesn't, because all that's real around us in this physical realm is already a result of a past thought. So really understanding we got to do that to create space for the new, and to also not just create space for the new. Nothing's really ever new, is it? Everything's only recycled. Energy is recycled. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, only recycled, only transformed. And so it's like this. Instead of cutting away, making space for the new, we're just kind of cutting away to reveal what was always there, the truth, virtuous, light, the light that is behind all things, beyond the light of the sun. The light that we see with our physical eyes is this all virtuous light that is behind all things. So really, when we cut away those manifestations of our untruths, it just reveals the truth that was back of it all along, because the opposite always lies hidden in whatever it is we're looking at. So if we're looking at the illusions and we're cutting them away, we've got to know that inside is its opposite. Inside is the truth. So it's not really that hard. It's not going to take a whole lot of, redoing, really. It's not going to take a lot of rebuilding. It's just going to take a lot of acknowledging what already exists at our core. A natural design that is perfect as it is, a design in which we are a reflection of, a design that we were born in reflection of. And so we'll see that if we just cut away those things, there lies this virtuous light. And when we acknowledge that more, we begin to attract it and become the vessels for it. And then it can do its work. Then that light can do its work, and we don't need to worry about that part. So we open up, the light comes in because we clear the way, the light's there, we're magnetized to it, it comes into us, it enters us, it does its job, and then we can celebrate all that it does, the manifestations of all of our virtuous embodiments, the manifestations, the fruits, the things that are being born of our virtuous work, our virtuous labor. Then we can rejoice and celebrate for that. Because right now it feels hard to celebrate because we're just in this period of first having to clear away the manifestations of the old way that we were seeing. And only when we do that will the truth be left. And from there, like mirrors, we will reflect its shine. And that light will reflect back to us a whole new dimension, a whole new world that we can really celebrate, something to finally truly celebrate together as one. There's a little check-in activation for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to go meditate on this. Love to hear your thoughts. Please feel free to share. This is a family and a community that we've created, and it's a safe space and a fun space. So please, if you feel called, go ahead and drop a comment. Aloha.